Awesome. We are live. Hello, beautiful people. How are you all? I hope you're doing well this evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jade, and I am the founder of Soul Searchers. And what we will be doing tonight are donation-based oracle card readings. First, I'll do a couple probably for the collective, just to get like a general feel, get a message for the evening for everyone, and then we'll get going with donations. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get some music playing for the background for you guys and get our live shared so we can get a few more people on here, get a little more interaction so we can all hang out and chat and just have a good time. So give me 1 second to get us all situated and we'll get started. Hi, Ness. Also, if you are new, the comments are a little bit delayed, so bear with me. I might not get your comment right away, but as soon as I see it, I will respond, I promise. All right, let's get our live shared. Share. Oh, I messed up. Facebook, work with me. Here we go. Okay, got it, guys. I'm getting it situated. Okay. Share it to my personal page. Perfect. All right. And if you guys want to share with any of your friends, tag any video, whatever, we're not exclusive here. Invite whoever you want. All right. Whew. And if you hear a fan in the background, it's because my air conditioning is still out. They had to order a whole new part, like a compressor or something. So that's going to take a little bit because, you know, ordering stuff has been kind of delayed lately. So one thing at a time. But if you hear the fan, sorry, it's necessary. I'm trying not to die. Okay. All right. So let me turn on our little banners here. Currently reading for the collective. I'll do a couple of card pulls for the collective and then I'll get started. If you're watching the replay, please comment #replay if you have any questions throughout the live. Well, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, please feel free to comment. I will answer the best I can. If it's for the replay, as soon as I see it, I'll come back and answer, I promise. If it's anything personal, you're more than welcome to message me privately on the Soul Searchers Facebook page, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have if it's in relation to anything spiritual or anything in concerns to like the live feed. So let's get started. Okay, so for the first deck for the night, first card I'm going to roll with is Work Your Light Oracle. And I have a new deck. I actually got a couple new decks, but I'm only introducing one tonight because I'm really excited about it. But I can't wait to share with you guys, which will be the next deck I use probably. All right, let's see what we've got. What does the collective need to hear this evening? Ness, I feel like you're really going to love this new deck that I got. I can't wait to show it to you. All right. Let's see. What does the collective need to hear this evening? Okay. Oh, they're upside down. All right. So our first card, I love this, for the collective is kind of a reminder, really, that we are birthing a new age right now. We are dreaming a new world into being. And yeah, well, Carly misses you too. Sorry, guys, just responding to a comment. Anywho, I totally forgot about that until right now, Ness. Okay, so what was I saying? For the collective, All right, so we're birthing a new age. We're bringing our dreams of a better world into this reality, and it's uncomfortable. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. It's not just like magic, like poof, although that would be really nice, right? But everything that's going on, all these changes that we are experiencing, this energy fluctuation, these vibrational frequencies, the earth as a whole, the collective, we are all raising our vibration and essentially awakening to this new age of our world that we're living in, right? So it's uncomfortable, it's rough. You're probably going to have a lot of people have been having more headaches, lots of like intense ringing in the ears, not like tinnitus. It's more like a bell sort of, but that's been going on. These are like awakening symptoms for people who are up leveling spiritually. But we're also facing our shadow selves, and we're doing a lot of shadow work and inner work and working on those things that have really been kind of holding us back from our own growth. So everything that's going on, no matter how uncomfortable or awkward or different it is for the best, because we are changing for the better. So that is our first card for the evening for the collective, is birthing a new age. Hope that makes sense, guys. Hope it resonates. So many headaches. Yeah, Ness, I know a lot of people who have been having like really bad headaches. As far as like in relation to ascension, and kind of up leveling spiritually and vibrationally, I would recommend wearing like a hat or a bandana or something like that, because it definitely helps. And taking baths with Epsom salt. Epsom, I don't know if that's an M or an N, but you know what I'm trying to say. But that is also supposed to be helpful. And I have a few other tips if you're interested, but I can message those to you. All right, so our next card for the collective is going to come from my new deck, and I'm really excited about it. So let me grab it before, like, without knocking everything over, because the box is like super huge. Are you ready for this? It's the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. I have no idea who she is, but I love this deck. I'm obsessed with it. I saw it once. I was like looking through the pictures for it, and I was like, I need it right now. And I got it. So I'm pretty excited about it. And the cards are beautiful. I love the imagery. I love the messages it has. And I just love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So I'm pretty excited. So let's see what this wonderful deck has to give us. Well, really it's coming from Spirit, but you guys know what I mean. All right. Let's see. What does the collective need to hear? Ooh. Okay. You ready for this one? It is the owl. Look how beautiful that is. I swear it's like staring into my soul. But it says wise seeing and wise action. And this is really just about genuinely observing everything that's going on and taking appropriate actions for yourself, not necessarily for everyone else. A lot of times we get very wrapped up in taking care of everyone else and, making sure everyone else is comfortable and taken care of, and that they're, living their best life. But it's about yourself too, especially during this collective awakening. You really need to take actions for yourself, for your best interest, for your highest good. And not only, how do I put this? Not only like face masks and bubble baths. I say this all the time. I think it's just the best way to get it across to everyone, is self-care and guided action to take care of yourself in these times is not just face masks and bubble baths. Okay, it's also taking care of your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health and well-being, and taking those steps to really put yourself in the right mindset for growth and up leveling, and taking actions to continue to push you in that direction for your highest good, essentially. So observing what's going on, doing your own research, taking steps in order to make yourself the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, not for anyone else, but for yourself. So, but I think this is also in relation to, hold on. Okay. So that's in relation to yourself and self-care and taking educated steps towards your own up-leveling, your own awakening, but also being aware of what's going on around you and the people in your life and the situations that are no longer serving you, that aren't serving your highest good, that aren't helping you to grow or to move forward on your journey in a positive direction, and to release those things that are no longer serving you, right? To really see them for what they are, see the people around you for who they are, and know that, you know, there is no good or bad. There's just some things are serving your best interest and some things are not. And that just is what it is. So it's time to let go of those situations, let go of those people, let go of those environments that aren't serving you, and to really make decisions for your own good. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. I hope you guys understand. But again, it is the owl spirit, wise seeing and wise action. Okay. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Right, Ness? I told you you'd love them. They're really pretty. I kind of want to draw another one from that specific deck. I'm really excited about it. There's so many beautiful cards in the Halloween Oracle deck that I got. And it's just been really nice. Like the second I got it, I opened it and I was like, yeah, I did need this. This is exactly what I needed. I love it. I resonate with it like immediately. Like, it's just beautiful. And fun fact, so I was like I was online, I was looking for new tarot decks and stuff. Hello, Sheila. I almost said good morning, but it's definitely evening. So good evening. I'm good. How are you? But I was looking up tarot decks, and I was actually, you know, doing my own research, trying to find new stuff. Not like I don't have enough tarot decks already. But there's actually a Steven Universe tarot deck. It's only the major arcana, but it's really cute. And then there was a Gravity Falls tarot deck, which was also only the major arcana, but it was super cute, and I almost bought them. I really did. And I was like, no, I already have enough tarot decks. I just bought 2 new Oracle decks. Let me not get crazy with it. So I had to like reel myself in from getting more decks. But they are cute. I absolutely love them. They're perfect. And I was actually looking at some comments though, and a lot of people were like really upset that it was only the major arcana. And they're like, well, this isn't a real tarot deck. It only has the major arcana. There's no minor arcana. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know, in Europe, a lot of people only use the major arcana to read tarot. They don't all use the minor arcana. And you can still get the message that you need with the major arcana. The minor arcana just add a little more detail. Major arcana is giving you more of a big picture, like a bigger sense of things. But I just thought that was really funny and interesting. So I don't know if anyone else here is interested in tarot or reads tarot, but that was interesting to me. Up and down energy all over the place. Oh yeah, girl, I understand. For sure. I think a lot of people have been having that lately. I would recommend like a good grounding crystal. What's a good one that I can think of off the top of my head? I know a bunch of them, but it's like, I want to say jasper, like red jasper. So if you have any crystals, if you have any grounding crystals, I would definitely kind of spend some time with them, place them around, and just like whenever you see them, kind of pick them up, feel that energy, focus on grounding yourself, and really visualize. What I like to do personally, it's not for everybody, but what I like to do is visualize like beautiful vines coming up from the earth, like covered in gorgeous flowers, and just like wrapping around and really grounding you so that your energy is more stable. But that's just me. That's what I like to do. And I have like crazy allergies. So in like real life, if some vines with flowers like wrapped around me, I'd be sneezing like crazy. But it's just visualization, so I can enjoy it. Okay. All right, let me do another for the collective. Okay. So our next one for the collective is going to be coming from the Angels and Ancestor Oracle. All right. And please, like I said earlier, feel free to share our video. Feel free to tag anybody you think might be interested. We'll be here for a while. We're not exclusive. Anyone can hop on and join if they're interested. Okay, let's see. What do we need to hear for the collective? Whoop. Nope, we're not throwing things today. Stop. Oh, okay, it's this one. Ha, that's so funny. Okay, Sheila. I think this is hilarious because I was literally just talking about this. But Earth Guardians, stay rooted and grounded. Craziness, the synchronicities. Apparently, we do need this right now. Especially, there are huge energy fluctuations right now, and the vibrational frequencies are changing. The Schumann resonance lately has been really up and down. And, staying grounded is really important. Energetically, it helps us emotionally. And really, it just helps you feel better altogether. But how crazy is that we were just talking about this? So again, like I said, I like to really, have some grounding crystals around. I recommend Epsom salt baths, and then visualizing. It doesn't have to be like how I do with the vines wrapping around and the flowers, really grounding you to Mother Earth that way. You could also go outside, walk barefoot in the grass, just spend some time in nature, watching animals, enjoying flowers, things like that. Just being out in nature is really helpful as well in staying grounded. But how crazy. So, Earth Guardian, like I said, stay rooted, stay grounded. And if you have any more questions about it, let me know. Apparently that was important for us this evening, Sheila. Not just me and you, but the whole collective. That's so funny. Okay. Oh, perfect, Sheila. Epsom salt foot baths are like great for grounding. That's awesome. See, I feel like we were just reading each other's minds. Perfect. I love it. Source, universal energy, spirit, angels, guides, they make sure that you get what you need. I'm telling you. You would think by now I'd be used to all the synchronicities and the cool stuff that happens, but I still get super excited. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and switch it over and let everybody know that I am now taking requests for readings, donation-based readings. The PayPal information is on the banner that's scrolling by on the bottom there, and the prices as well. And I will go ahead and post a comment with that information too, so everyone has it. And there we go. All right. And I will show you guys all the decks. I don't have all of them out this evening because I was just super excited about my new one. Well, this particular new one. So again, without knocking everything over, I have the Halloween Oracle. I have our Super Attractor Manifestation deck, our Work Your Light Oracle, our Keepers of the Light Oracle cards, our Angels and Ancestors, our Archangel Gabriel cards, And something just told me I need to bring out our spirit animal oracle cards. So that was not on the plan for the evening, but I'm going to go ahead and grab them. So we also have our spirit animal oracle, if anyone is interested. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to pull one more card for the collective while I'm waiting. See if we get any more people on here, if anyone's interested. And again, if you guys have any questions about anything, if you want any clarification on any cards that are pulled for the collective, if you have any questions in relation to the cards or to the message, or really just anything spiritually related, please feel free to ask. Okay. All right, what else do we have for the collective this evening? All right. I love this card very much. So, Otter Spirit, you are never alone. I think this is extremely important right now, especially with everything going on in the world. A lot of places still being quarantined, people feeling very cooped up, really just all of the unrest. And I think it's all happening for a reason and needs to be happening right now. But a lot of people are feeling very isolated. And it's important to know that you're not alone. You really aren't. Something I learned recently from a personal experience, when I was in Sedona at Angel Valley at the new Lumeria Heart Center retreat, I was there for about 4 days, and I had a lot of personal growth, personal experiences as far as my own awakening and healing and shadow work and just a lot of stuff. But those times in our lives when we are feeling truly defeated and just lost and like we are just done, we can't do it anymore, we are exhausted, and it's like we just can't move anymore, we can't keep going, we're just done. But we still keep waking up every morning, we still keep moving, we still keep going. And that is our higher selves stepping in. That is our higher selves showing up for us when we are unable to show up for ourselves. Our higher selves, they love us immensely because we are them. And that might be a little woo-woo for some of you, and that's okay. That's completely understandable. Some people don't really understand the whole higher self concept, or just don't resonate with it, or don't feel like it's, accurate for them, and that's all right. But there are always guides, angels, archangels, ancestors, higher beings that are loving us unconditionally and supporting us and taking over that role for us when we can't do it ourselves. When we are unable to support ourselves and love ourselves, our higher self is stepping in and doing that. Our guides are stepping in and loving us when we are unable to love ourselves. Our angels are continuing to help us through our lives and to keep walking forward when we feel we can't anymore. So this is really just a reminder and confirmation for those of you who have been questioning it lately or feeling very alone, that you are not alone, and they are still there and they're still supporting you, even when you feel like you can no longer support yourself. I personally went through a very long period of time where, although, I exuded this confidence and self-love, internally, I had no self-love. It just wasn't there. And being in Sedona and going through all these healing experiences and really, facing myself, obviously I've grown a lot since that period in my life. But my higher self, in all those times when I was just done, exhausted, tired, I couldn't love myself anymore, I couldn't do it anymore, it was just too much, she stepped in and she loved me for the both of us. And when you are feeling completely defeated, like you just can't anymore, your higher self is still there, your guides are still there, your angels are still there. Whatever you choose to believe in, that universal energy of unconditional love and support is still there and will keep you going. So last time. Otter spirit, you are never alone. Hi, Owen. Oh, I miss him. Oh, tell him I saw that his tooth came out and I'm so proud of him. Okay. Notification. All right. 2 cards. Perfect. All right, Sheila. Do you have a preference on deck, my dear, or just whatever I'm drawn to? And if you want, I can show you again what decks we have. Hello, Shiloh. How are you? I saw your post today and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And I'm so proud of you for stepping up and taking care of yourself and listening to your body and to your heart and your soul and doing what is best for you. I'm so proud. Okay. All right, Sheila. Let me... Okay, Sheila. Okay, Sheila, for you this evening, I'm going with the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Okay. All right, what does Sheila need to hear this evening? You're so welcome. Well, I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday morning, and I'm going to start doing more evening lives as well. I've been working on that and getting that situated. And soon, Shiloh will also be offering private readings off of Facebook Live. I've been working on my website and a scheduling app kind of thing. So I spent all night doing that last night and a lot of time today. So that'll be coming out soon too. And that course that I was telling you about is almost done, should be done within the next week. So I'm really excited and I can't wait for everyone to experience all of that. So if you can't make it, that's all right. There's plenty of other opportunities to hop on. Okay, let me focus. All right, Sheila. What does Sheila need to hear? All right. Okay. Sheila. So I really have to learn how to pronounce this guy's name correctly. I always feel bad. But I think it's Carnunos. But life force, expressing your passion and your sensual and sexual powers and really just being your soul self and embracing that fire, that inspiration, that sensual side of yourself, that not just loving, but that intimacy, you know what I mean? And then your second card, which is so funny, it goes very well together, is Radha, Soul Flame. And it says, rediscover a lost part of yourself and experience relationship harmony and healing. So I'm not sure what your situation is. I don't know if you're currently in a relationship, if you're single, whatever the case may be. But your guides are really calling for you to really find your sensual side again and be comfortable in your sensuality and your sexiness and your divine power and passion, and to experience that not only for yourself and embrace it within yourself, but to flaunt that shit. Flaunt it. Show them that you still got it. I don't know if you're in a relationship right now, But if you aren't, it's definitely time to connect intimately with your soul flame, with your other person, whoever that may be. And not necessarily, it doesn't have to be in a sexual manner. Intimacy comes in lots of different forms. But just embracing that sensual and sexual side of yourself and bringing in that confidence and that divine femininity and that passion is really going to help you to connect as your whole self with that significant other. And it doesn't have to be a long term. It doesn't have to be anything like that. That's completely up to you. It's different for everybody. But it's definitely time for you to reconnect with yourself more intimately in that way. So I hope that makes sense. I know that's kind of like a weird subject for some people. They get really touchy about, sensuality and sexuality and passion and, whatever. We're all human beings. We all are sensual. We all are sexual. We all are intimate. We all have a driving passion within us. And fuck everybody else. Like, just saying. Embrace it. Just love who you are, all parts of yourself. I feel like you've kind of shut down that side of yourself, like maybe kind of put it in a drawer in the side table and been like, okay, I have all this other stuff going on. This really isn't for me right now. I'm too busy, like, X, Y, and Z, whatever. And you're just very focused on your day-to-day life and your goals and the things that you have going on. And you've kind of forgotten about that sensual, passionate, sexual side of yourself. But it's time to let her out. It's time to get reacquainted. It's time to meet her again. It's time to embrace that side of yourself and be whole. And I think doing that is really going to help you to be more intimate, not just, physically, but also emotionally, mentally, with another person. Not necessarily a significant other. I'm not feeling like a strong vibe there, but that's just me. So those are your cards, my dear. I hope that makes sense. And again, I don't know if I pronounced his name right. I think it's Carnunos, like I said, but I could be completely wrong. But if you want to look them up, I definitely recommend looking up both their names and doing a little research into their background. And actually, I'm going to type their names for you here. Sorry, guys. Carnunos and Rada. Okay. Oh, comments. I love oh, you're a Scorpio? I love it. My mom's a Scorpio. Okay. We got to butt heads sometimes, but it's all right. I'm a Gemini. Okay. Yeah. No, I think we all do that, Sheila. I think a lot of times, especially, as we were getting wrapped up in work and our responsibilities and, being parents and significant others and coworkers and all this other shit, we put that side of ourselves away and we kind of forget about it because, we're just so busy. We have so much else going on. We have X, Y, and Z. And it's not that we're purposely pushing it aside. It's not that we're purposely ignoring that part of ourselves. We're just so busy with everything else that we kind of forget about it. So this was really just a reminder for you that, hey, that sensual, sexy, sexual, passionate side of you still exists. It is still there, and it is time to get reacquainted. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, I need to drink a little bit more water. All right. Okay, you are very welcome, Sheila. I'm really glad that makes sense. I'm glad that resonates. I think we all kind of need that reminder sometimes. Okay. Vanessa, yeah, you and Cam. Yeah, I know. That's why me and Cam get along so well. We have such a good time. Okay, so I don't know if Cam's around or if he can hear me or whatever, but Good night, Sheila. Thank you so much for stopping by. So when I was there, when I was staying with you guys for a few weeks, and I was out with Jennifer, I don't remember what we were doing, but Cam posted this like super long Facebook post about, you know, about Pamps and about the hawk in the backyard and about everything that had been going on. And I had sent him, I don't know if you remember, I'd sent him the spiritual meaning of the hawk and how it is a messenger. Yes, Ness, that's part of it. But about how the hawk is a messenger for, you know, those who have passed, and it's also a representation of taking more responsibility and a more of a role as like a leader in family circles, like the kind of like the head of the family. And he like posted on there or whatever, and he was like, my niece Jade is staying with us and she's really spiritual. And I was like, I didn't even see anything else after that. Okay. Like, I mean, I went back and read it again, but I was sitting there with Jennifer and I was like, oh, no way. And she's like, what? And I'm like, Cam called me his niece. That means he really does love me. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And like the rest of it was really awesome. And I was glad, like, with all the progress and stuff that was going on. But like on a personal note, I was like, Cam called me his niece. That means he really does see me as his family. I'm awesome. It was awesome. It was really cool. Watch, now he's going to see this and be like, oh my goodness. No, just kidding. I don't claim her. I just thought it was the coolest thing. Because, you know, sometimes people, like, they get married and they're, you know, with somebody and they're like, oh, well, you know, that's my wife's family. Like, that's not my family. Or that's my husband's family. It's not really my family. Or, you know, whatever. And they're just like, yeah, that's my wife's niece or my husband's niece or whoever. But he was like, no, my niece. I was like, Cam does love me. It was cool. I thought it was awesome. Because I didn't know. I mean, I knew we were friends. But you know me, I'm a weirdo about that stuff. Anywho. All right. Okay, let me shuffle these. So I pulled these cards out earlier as I was getting all my cards together, the Super Attractor Manifestation deck, because for some reason I felt like I needed to. I wasn't going to, but something told me to. And now I'm getting this tingly feeling on my head. So I think I'm supposed to pull one of these for the collective. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the one. That's so funny. That might actually be for me. I'm going to have to pull a different one for the collective. But this one just kind of was thrown out. And it's good to feel good. I think that was in response to my story. But it's also a good reminder for everybody to do what makes you happy and to take joy in the little things and to really enjoy being yourself and being happy and doing the things that make you happy. Because when you feel good, then everything else just falls into place. Okay, let's see. What does the collective need to hear? Nope, it's this one. All right. So the card for the collective is spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. And this is so true. So every day we're constantly manifesting things. Whatever we're putting our energy into, whatever we're thinking about, if we're, you know, thinking positively, if we're thinking negatively, you know, like attracts like, right? But when you are truly in alignment with yourself, your soul self, and who you're meant to be, your purpose, your path, it's so manifestation comes so easily because you're in alignment with yourself. You know what is for you, and that's constantly what you are manifesting. you're manifesting nothing but what is for you, what is meant for you, what is meant to assist you in becoming your highest, best version of yourself, what is for your greatest good. And it's so important to work on that and to really embrace that soul alignment and put that effort in. You know, people think that like you just wake up one day and you're just spiritually aligned and awakened and everything's great. And who wouldn't that be nice? I am just saying it has taken me a very, very freaking long time to get to where I'm at, and a lot of work, just not, you know, only externally as far as my environment and the people I surround myself with, but internally really makes a huge difference. And really doing that shadow work, that inner work, facing the things that you've been avoiding, facing the things that you've pushed to the side and just ignored, those traumas, big and small. I don't like to say like big or small trauma, because trauma is trauma. We all have traumatic experiences that cause us to shrink away from ourselves and to shrink away from different situations and people and environments and things like that. But as we work on those and we face them, we start to really get back in touch with our true self, because we're not living out of fear. We're not living out of avoidance. We're not living out of, you know, that traumatic response, right? So again, spiritual alignment puts manifestation into motion. So do that work on really finding yourself, not necessarily finding yourself. You didn't go anywhere. You're still there. It's just a matter of really being honest and facing those hard truths and embracing your soul self. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates with you guys. But again, spiritual alignment puts manifestation into motion. I feel like that was really necessary because I'm like getting a lot of tingliness going on. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's check our stuff. All right. Kind of just chilling tonight. Very relaxed. Not a lot going on. That's okay though. It is a holiday weekend and it is a Monday. And normally I don't start my lives until around 9. But I was feeling extra tired today. Now I feel like I have all the energy in the world. But earlier I was just really tired. So I was like, I'm going to start at 8:30. I'll be done at 9:30. It'll be fine. Then I can go to bed. But now I have so much energy. I can like do this forever probably. Maybe not forever, but a good while. When is it just... It always happens to me when I start doing readings. I get like very energetic. I'm like ready to go. Okay. All right. If you are still here, let me know. Drop a comment. Also, let me know if you can hear the music, if it's too loud, too quiet, if you can't hear it at all. If I'm talking too loud so that you can't hear the music, or the music's too loud so you can't hear me, all that good stuff. I just want to make sure it's not too crazy or overbearing or too quiet. Sorry, I'm sitting here like playing with my little lapis lazuli. It helps with the third eye and channeling and connecting to spirit and source. So I have like a little lineup of a couple crystals and a little piece of copper down here by my computer, so that I can like just kind of play with them as I'm doing readings. But I really like the shape of this one. It's tumbled, so it's very smooth. It's not like raw, so it's not jagged or anything. But I like that it's kind of like a little rectangle with rounded edges. It reminds me of runes. So I'm kind of been drawn to runes lately. I'm not sure if I'll start checking those out or not, but we will see. But if anyone is interested in runes or reads runes or anything like that, drop a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I know a little bit about runes, but I definitely think I'm going to do a little bit more research on them, because I'm definitely feeling very drawn to them right now. And up until now, they haven't really been my jam. I've always found them very interesting. I think they're, a great tool to be used as far as for, receiving message from source and everything. Oh, thanks, Ness. I have another one. It's not lapis lazuli. This one is clear quartz. It's called crackle quartz. Woo! Dropped it. But it's like, it looked, okay, for the record, it looked like this before I dropped it. But it kind of looks like broken glass, like all through the center. But it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it is quartz. See if it'll actually focus. Maybe. Haha, there we go. But I like this one too. It does the same thing. It just helps with the third eye, the crown chakra, and channeling and really connecting to that source energy. So it's over here too. And copper is supposed to do the same thing. All the stuff I have lined up here is really supposed to help with channeling, connecting to that source spirit energy, and like receiving those messages. All right, I'm trying to remember what this one is. I really like this one. I know this one is specific to the crown chakra. I also think this one is really pretty. It is ruby zoisite, something like that. It's ruby zoisite, but it's for your crown chakra, and it helps with like compassion, creativity, and like I said, your crown chakra, but as well as that, it's like self-awakening too. So those are my little crystals I have lined up. I just have a couple of them. And then I have this like little piece of copper that I like to keep over here too. But I got all these when I was in Sedona. I have like a whole stash of crystals. Like I have amethyst and clear quartz and rose quartz and like all that stuff like spread around everywhere. But these ones I like to keep by me while I'm doing readings. Okay. All right. All right, let's see if we can get this live shared in a couple other places. See if we can get some more people's. Give me 1 second, guys. Go into my page, getting this live shared. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Anywho, I'll figure it out at some point. I'm not too worried about it. Whoever is meant to be here this evening will be here. And they always have tomorrow morning to join us as well. I'll probably be on at around 8:30, 9 a.m. Ish for my normal Tuesday morning Facebook Live and coffee time. Okay. All right. So since we don't really have anybody right now, what I will do is pull, I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pull something from this Halloween deck. I'm really feeling this deck, guys. Okay. That's so funny. Okay, so I just did a little reading for myself, and I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys. First, the Apple risk and reward. I love this. It reminds me of Snow White. Just, the apple, the poison apple. But in regards to this card in particular, risk and reward is in response to business ventures. Because this is for me, but the risk and reward of really putting yourself out there and doing what you know is your purpose and sticking to it and taking that risk and knowing that the reward is going to come because you are working in exactly what you're meant to be doing. And then the second card is scrying, intuition. I absolutely love this. This one reminds me of Charmed. I don't know if anybody watched the Charmed series, the original one, not the new one. I like the new one, but the original one's my fave. But this reminds me of that. And anywho, it's really about trusting your intuition and knowing, that the risks that you are taking from the first card are going to come out the way that they're meant to. Everything is going to work out the way that it's supposed to. And trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, and taking inspired actions. And what I mean by inspired actions is when you receive those intuitive hits, nudging you to do certain things or to reach out to certain people, or those new ideas that you have no idea where they came from. That's your intuition trying to guide you in the right direction. And it's important to listen to those nudges and follow them, and to trust your intuition and trust yourself, and know that this is exactly where you are meant to be, and you're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. And then the last card is trick or treat, mischief, and play. So this is a reminder that although you are taking risks and trusting your intuition and putting yourself out there and working hard to essentially live your soul purpose on your personal path, to not forget to take time and play and have fun and just really enjoy yourself. It's really important, I think, for all of us, not just me, to remember to play, to have fun. We get so wrapped up in trying to accomplish our goals and to be successful, whatever success looks like for you. We forget to take time for ourselves, to just have fun, because it lightens your mood. It just lightens your step, honestly, the way you're walking through life, and really helps you to relax. It raises your vibration. Laughing is amazing. Something I thought was so silly when I was in Sedona for my retreat, we did this while we were doing our shadow work and our meditations and our Kundalini yoga and everything else. Our instructor, our retreat guide, Rachel, she had us do a 1-minute laughing session. Like 1 minute, you have to just laugh for 1 minute straight. So at first you're like forcing yourself to laugh, and it's really awkward and uncomfortable, and you're just like, ha, ha, ha. But then it becomes so real because it's just so funny. Everyone's like doing their little fake laugh, and you get really into it. And afterwards you can just feel your mood raising. You can feel your vibration rising. You can feel yourself being lifted up by spending just that 1 minute laughing. So I just think that that's such a fun practice, and I highly recommend it for everybody. It's such a great time. That was like the first time I had done that, and I thought it was so silly. And then once we did it, I was like, I just want to do it all the time now. But again, the first card was Apple, risk and reward. Second card, scrying, intuition. And the third card, trick or treat, mischief, and play. So that was my reading, guys. If anyone else is interested in a reading, please let me know. The information is down at the bottom, the PayPal information, the prices, etc., etc. All right, and I just really love this new Halloween deck. I think it is gorgeous. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen my cup, but it says Halloween is coming. So not only like, duh, Halloween is coming, it's my favorite holiday, but it's also a Game of Thrones reference because I was definitely obsessed with Game of Thrones when it was still on. I don't even want to talk about the ending if anybody was also into Game of Thrones. I'm not happy about it, but it's okay. All right. So, okay. I've done a few cards for the collective. I did a reading for Sheila, did a reading for myself. If anyone is interested, like I said, the information's on the bottom. Let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Please, once you hop on, drop a comment. Let me know you're here. Facebook doesn't tell me who's on. It just gives me a little number in the top. So I have no idea. So please say hi. I would love to talk to you. All right. Okay. I'll give it a few more minutes. And if we still don't have anybody, then I guess I'll hop off here. And obviously, for those of you who don't know, those of you who are here regularly, I will be back tomorrow morning at either 8:30 or 9 a.m. We'll see in the morning. But to do my normal Tuesday, Thursday, I sound like my grandma, Thursday, Facebook Live and coffee time. My great grandma says Thursday. It's so silly. But anywho, so yes, I will be back tomorrow morning for our normal Tuesday, Thursday Facebook Live and coffee times, probably around 8:30, 9 a.m. We shall see. And I'm normally on for about an hour. So if you're watching the replay, you weren't able to be here for the live tonight, that's totally okay. I will be back in the morning. And like I said earlier in the video, I will be having more lives available soon. Different like evening, afternoon, etc., etc. So good night, Ness. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. Okay. All right. I really love this deck. I think I'm going to pull another one just while I'm waiting, see if anyone else hops on. This actually might be one of my new faves. Oh my goodness, the spider. That's so funny. So, if anybody who I was with in Sedona sees this, the freaking spider, let me tell y'all, since I got home, I have seen so many spiders everywhere. I swear the things are following me around. But the point of this particular card is really to embrace the community that you are with that you are in. And how do I put it? So you know how the spider weaves their web and anyone that is caught in it is caught, like that's it, right? But you're also weaving the web of the fabric of life. You are creating everything that is around you and holding on to those that you value, essentially. So I find it very funny that while I was in Sedona, I kept seeing spiders, and I ended up seeing that tarantula a few times. And then when I got home, I kept seeing spiders, and I had to look it up. But this particular card, the fact that it came up again is so funny to me. Clearly, the universe is once again sending me a message about building the community that I desire, the environment that I desire for my life, and really holding on to those that are meant to be a part of it. So if you are seeing spiders around, I highly recommend looking up the spirit medicine meaning of the spider and know that it has a lot to do with creating the world around you that is best for you. So I hope that makes sense. Hope that resonates with you guys. I also just think this is really pretty. And for those of you guys that don't know, I am not a fan of spiders. They weird me out. I freak out whenever I see a spider. I'm getting a little better about it, but I still am just not a huge fan. So the fact that they're like following me everywhere lately is huge. But again, spider community and web weaving, really creating that world around you. Oh, wow. All the way from Scotland. Hello. That's exciting. That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to Scotland. It's on my list. First, I have to find my passport. I moved and I think it got stuck in my storage unit, to be honest. It's a sad thing, but I will find it at some point. It'll happen, but I can't go anywhere anyways right now because of COVID. So long story short, haven't been to Scotland yet. It's a sad thing, but one day. Yes, Vanessa, that Christmas tree full of spiders. So for those of you who don't know, Vanessa's my aunt, but she's also like one of my really good friends because she's only like 3-ish years older than me. And one year we were getting the Christmas tree out for my grandma, and it's a big Christmas tree. I think it's like 10 feet, something like that, maybe bigger. I don't know, Vanessa, put it in the comments, let me know. But we're like getting it out of the box. We open the box and it's just covered. Like there's spiders crawling everywhere. We're like shaking it out, spraying it with spider spray, crying because we're both terrified of spiders. And it was like every time we like shook it, 5 more fell out. It was a great experience. We have pictures somewhere. I don't know where they're at. Ness, if you have them, please feel free to post. Cold and wet. I don't think I would mind that. It's been really hot and humid here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 15-foot Christmas tree. Excuse me. But yes, so apparently spiders are actually a very good omen. So if you're seeing a lot of spiders, if they're like following you around, if you're like me and you don't like spiders, that's okay. They are just reminding you to continue to be aware of the community that you are creating around yourself and the life that you are creating for yourself, and that you are manifesting everything into your community, into your life, into your environment. So also, Ness, I think this is for you. Because it just popped out, and I don't know if I've told you this. So my spirit sign for grandpa, for dad, is the cardinal. So we actually have a couple that whenever I'm really feeling, upset, I'm feeling some type of way, everything's crazy, there's one that actually comes to our back door and actually like pecks at the door until one of us walks up to the door, and then it flies away. But I actually think this was for you. So I just wanted you to know that just jumped out. Hi, Rach. I was just talking about you. And yes, I am. I am still drawing cards. I was just telling everybody about when we were in Sedona and we had to do our 1-minute laughing session. And at first I thought it was so silly, and then I fell in love with it. So, but I got a new deck, Rach. I got the Halloween Oracle, and I'm kind of in love with it. Highly recommend. So, okay. All right. All right, Rach, no rush. Okay. But yeah, if you missed it earlier, I was talking about how when I was on a spiritual retreat in Sedona, Arizona, Rachel was actually the facilitator of the retreat. we go back a long ways. We've been friends for a very long time, but we reconnected shortly before I decided that I was just going to go on this retreat. And while we're doing shadow work and meditation and Kundalini yoga and, you know, just really experiencing Sedona and the energy of the New Lemuria Heart Center, she had us all laugh for a minute straight. So you, at first you're like fake laughing and you're like, oh, this is so ridiculous. But then you really start laughing and you really get into it. And you can really feel yourself kind of brighten up and feel your spirits kind of rising. And it's just really fun and really funny. And when you like hear the people around you and their fake laugh and then you hear it turn into real laughter, it's just a really great experience. So highly recommend it if you're having like a bad day, or, you know, you've been doing your own shadow work or feeling whatever. Just take a minute, like set a timer and just laugh. Just make yourself laugh. And we actually had someone do like a little fake evil laugh, and that just made it even better. It was a lot of fun. That's the third deck I ever bought. No way. That's crazy. I just saw it. So I just saw it the other day, and literally as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need that deck. I need it right now. And I got it. And once it got here, I opened it up and I was like, yep, I was right. This feels right. It's perfect. I love it. Sorry, one sec, Rach. Uno momento, peeps. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, Rach, I'm going to show you the different decks that I have. I don't have them all out right now, but I have the Spirit Animal Oracle. I have the Halloween Oracle, which you saw. I have the Super Attractor. Have the Work Your Light. The Keepers of the Light, which is also a new one I got. The Archangel Gabriel. I don't know if I said angels and ancestors, but I got that one too. So, okay, you pick. Awesome. All right, let's see. What does Rachel need this evening? And the phone's a buzzing. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Thank you, my dear. All right. What does Rachel need? Okay, Rachel, I'm really feeling the Keepers of the Light for you right now. So let's see what we've got. What does Rachel need to hear right now? Okay, so I feel like this is really important right now, and I just got super, okay. Lady Portia, Divine Order, do what you feel is right, and you are experiencing an important lesson right now. An important lesson is unfolding in your life at this moment. So again, hold on, sorry. Lady Portia. It's kind of fuzzy, but so for you, my dear, really trust yourself and trust that you are doing what is right. Not only for you, because I don't think you have a problem doing what's right for you. You never have a problem doing what you feel is right. But at this time, geez, guys. Sorry, one sec, babe. So ever since I've got back from Sedona, everything's been like tenfold. I think you're worrying about doing the right thing for other people to not hurt their feelings or not make things worse than what they are. In I think a couple different situations, not just one in particular. And you may be overanalyzing a little bit, but just do what you feel is right for you for the situation, and it will be what is right as a whole, like overall. And know that it's a super important time right now, and this is an important lesson for you, that you can't make everything right for everybody. No matter how hard you try, no matter, you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself to make it all right for everyone, or to hope that your decision is not, I don't want to say right for everyone, but like is going to make everyone happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't make everyone happy all the time. You just have to do what's right. Does that make sense? That's what I'm... Activation for... I know. It's been an ongoing thing since I've gotten back. I've been working on it. But it's when I like certain messages, it gets super intense. And I'm like, okay, I hear you. I got it. But yeah, it's really just trusting that you're doing what's right, no matter how that is going to affect everyone else, and not putting that pressure on yourself to make decisions that are not only the right decision, but to try and make everyone else happy too. Because the right decision isn't always going to make everybody happy. It will probably make some people uncomfortable. It will probably make some people upset, but it is still the right decision. Does that make sense? Okay, 100% yes, totally feeling that. Awesome. Perfect. Good, I'm glad. They have a way of doing that. I like to tell people that this is like my thing. It may not always be what you want to hear, but it'll always be what you need to hear. And it might not be how you thought you were going to get it, but you're still going to get it. So again, my love, it is Lady Portia, Divine Order. I'm glad that makes sense. I'm glad that resonates. I'm glad that was what you needed, because they were very adamant. And literally as soon as I said everything, it's starting to calm down now. So on the one hand, it's a lot, like the tingling and like the vibration, essentially, it's a lot. But it's also like comforting for me to know that my guides are there, they're helping, supporting, and they're making sure that everyone is receiving the messages that they need in the best way that I can give it to them. So it's like when it's there, it's slightly like, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, cool. But that's just me. Okay. All right. Oh, it is warm in here. My air conditioning is still broke, for those of you that do not know. So if I'm like moving around a lot and doing readings, I get a little hot, which is why I have a fan. So if you hear the fan, that is why. But anywho, okay, so that was actually my last reading for the night, because it is already 9:45. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off our banner and just say thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Thank you for being so supportive and loving. And I will be back tomorrow morning for our regular Tuesday morning Facebook Live and coffee time. So feel free to stop by then. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.